all roads leading to Syria pass through Ankara. Turkey, one of the biggest winners of regime change in Syria, has indirect military presence in the country and supported the rebels who seized power last week. This gives Ankara good access to Syria's new leaders, as well as international recognition as a major player in the country's affairs. From US Secretary of State Antony Blinken to European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, Western leaders are visiting Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan to discuss latest developments in Syria.
From the perspective of the EU and President von der Leyen, what choice do you have? The reality is that today, Turkey is the main outside power broker inside Syria. And if you want to have any influence on events there, you have to work through Turkey.
On Monday, a senior EU diplomat had already made first contact with the provisional government set up in Syria by HTS. But for Brussels, it is important to use Ankara's influence to facilitate a smooth transition that guarantees the unity of the country and respect for all minorities.
If you listen to Turkey, they are ready to play a big role. They are in favor of tolerance, as we are, as Europeans, of course. They are in favor of territorial integrity, as we are. But in the case of Turkey, remember that they have lots of troops in the northern part of Syria. So how this will unfold, we don't know yet. And also, in Syria, we have the remnants of Islamic State. So security there is very important.
But in northern Syria, there is not just a Turkish buffer zone controlled by the Syrian National Army, but also a significant area under the control of Kurdish groups, which are supported by the US. And Ursula von der Leyen will try to avoid a new confrontation.
She will not want Turkey, and particularly the Turkish-aligned rebel militias inside Syria, to aggressively pursue military confrontation with the Kurdish militias, which is another way of saying she will want Turkey to help create a unified Syrian country and not start another civil war to pursue in another theater the ongoing Turkish military operation against Kurdish rebels, both inside Turkey, inside Iraq, and today, occasionally also inside Syria.
There is also the issue of refugees. Considered not enough by Ankara, Turkey has received some financial assistance in the past from the EU and a promise for an additional 1 billion euros to host Syrian refugees. Now Ankara wants to send them back, and this will require stability in the region.